ignoring ripeness and eating it too early or too late. Meet Ruth, 73. She bought avocados on sale, set them on the counter for a few days, and sliced one open. It felt a little firm, but she figured it was fine. She mashed it onto toast for lunch. That afternoon, she felt bloated, gassy, and nauseous. She blamed her sandwich meat. But it was the avocado, it wasn't ready. Underripe avocados are tough and loaded with compounds like persin, a natural defense chemical found in the skin and flesh. While safe in small amounts, persin can irritate the stomach lining in seniors, especially those with sensitive digestion or chronic acid reflux. And because seniors naturally have slower gastric emptying, eating underripe fruit can lead to bloating, cramps, and discomfort. Now, on the other side of the ripeness scale, overripe avocados can be even more dangerous. When avocado fat breaks down past peak freshness, it oxidizes, meaning it reacts with air. This creates lipid peroxides, unstable fat molecules that can increase inflammation, accelerate liver stress, and worsen oxidative damage, especially in seniors who already deal with joint pain, brain fog, or high cholesterol. One 2020 study in food chemistry found that lipid peroxidation increased by over 400% in avocados left out beyond ripeness, especially in warm environments. So how do you get it right? Gently press the top near the stem. If it's too hard, let it ripen at room temperature in a paper bag. If it's too soft, it's likely oxidized inside. Once ripe, eat within 24-48 hours and store it in an airtight container with lemon juice to slow browning. A simple rule: never force an avocado just because you're craving it. And always trust the inside color. Bright green is your friend. Brown, gray, or stringy, toss it. Your gut and liver will thank you. But if you take heart or blood pressure meds, this next mistake could be even worse. 5. Eating avocados with certain heart or blood pressure medications. Meet George, 68. He's been taking lisinopril for blood pressure and spironolactone for heart failure. He loves guacamole and started eating it almost daily. One morning he felt faint, dizzy, and his heart was pounding oddly. They rushed him to the ER. His labs showed dangerously high potassium levels, over 6.2 millimoles per liter. The doctor was stunned he hadn't had a heart attack. Here's what happened. George's medications, like many blood pressure and heart meds, already raise potassium. That's what ACE inhibitors, ARBs, and potassium-sparing diuretics do. Now throw in a potassium-rich avocado, and suddenly George's kidneys are overwhelmed. Seniors' kidney function slows with age, so excess potassium sticks around, causing heart rhythm disturbances, muscle paralysis, and in severe cases, sudden cardiac arrest. This isn't rare. A 2021 analysis in the Journal of Clinical Hypertension found that seniors over 65 on ACA inhibitors were 48% more likely to develop hyperkalemia compared to younger adults. And most of them had no symptoms until their EKG showed major problems. If you're on meds like lisinopril, losartan, spironolactone, amiloride, or even NSAIDs like ibuprofen, be extra cautious. You don't have to eliminate avocado, but you must limit your serving size. Half a small avocado, less than 100, once or twice a week is usually safe. But always ask your doctor first, and avoid eating it right before or after your medication, especially in the morning when kidneys are slower. A better option? Pair your avocado with low-potassium fruits like apples or berries, which balance mineral intake and reduce the potassium spike. Still feeling good about your avocado habits? You might not be after this next one. Number 4, using avocado oil at high heat for cooking. Meet Helen, 66. She swapped out her usual vegetable oil for healthy avocado oil to fry her eggs and sear her chicken breast. It smelled great, tasted even better. But a few months in, Helen started experiencing something odd, a metallic taste in her mouth, brain fog, and tightness in her chest after eating. Her doctor suspected a toxin buildup from oxidized oil. Here's what Helen didn't know. Not all avocado oil is created equal. While it's praised for being heart-healthy, most store-bought avocado oils are unrefined or low-grade blends. And these types begin breaking down, oxidizing, at temperatures as low as 375 degrees. When this happens, the healthy fats become trans fat-like compounds, producing aldehydes, toxic molecules that have been linked to cellular damage, inflammation, and even neurodegeneration in older adults. A 2020 study published in Food Control found that over 80% of avocado oil samples in U.S. stores were either rancid or mixed with cheaper oils like soybean or sunflower. Even worse, many of them were falsely labeled as pure or extra virgin. That means when seniors cook with them, especially at high heat, they're inhaling and ingesting oxidized particles that may increase oxidative stress, harming the brain, liver, and arteries. And for seniors, this is even more serious. Your liver detox function slows with age. So when you're exposed to these oxidized oils repeatedly, toxins accumulate. Symptoms may show up as fatigue, headaches, irritability, or strange aftertastes after meals. And most doctors miss the connection. So what's the fix? If you love avocado oil, only buy brands that are cold-pressed, refined, and bottled in dark glass. And never use it for high-heat cooking like frying, searing, or roasting. Stick to low-heat sautéing or salad dressings. For anything over 400 degrees F, use ghee or avocado-blended oils clearly labeled as refined for high heat. And if you've been using questionable avocado oils for years, consider adding detox-supporting herbs like cilantro or milk thistle to your weekly meals. But this next mistake isn't about the oil. It's about what you're combining with your avocado without realizing the consequences. 3. Combining avocados with high-fat meats or cheeses. Meet Salma, 70. Her favorite breakfast? Scrambled eggs, cheddar cheese, sausage, and avocado slices on the side. She thought it was healthy, packed with protein and good fats. But after several months, her cholesterol shot up. Her LDL levels soared, and her doctor warned her she was now borderline for metabolic syndrome. Here's what went wrong. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that helps lower bad cholesterol and support heart health. But when you mix them with high-fat animal products like sausage, bacon, or full-fat cheese, your body becomes overwhelmed by the total fat load. Seniors especially struggle with this because of reduced lipase production, the enzyme that breaks down fats in the gut. When your body can't digest all that fat efficiently, it causes delayed stomach emptying, fat malabsorption, and lipid buildup in the blood. This not only raises triglycerides and LDL cholesterol, it also increases the risk of fatty liver disease, especially in older adults who are already insulin resistant. A 2022 study in Nutrition and Metabolism found that adults over 60 who ate more than 30 grams of combined saturated and unsaturated fats per meal showed a 22% higher spike in post-meal blood triglycerides, a dangerous marker for heart and metabolic complications. And it's not just numbers. Fat buildup in seniors can lead to fatigue, shortness of breath after meals, weight gain around the belly, and even mild memory lapses, since your blood is being diverted to digest, not fuel your brain. So what should you do instead? Eat avocado, but pair it with lean proteins like grilled chicken, lentils, or boiled eggs, and skip the fatty cheeses and meats in the same meal. If you love both, space them out by 4 to 6 hours. This gives your digestive enzymes time to recover and prevents a fat overload. Now we're getting closer. These next two are even more dangerous and almost no one talks about them. Number 2, eating too much avocado daily without tracking potassium. Meet Thomas, 74. After reading that avocados were heart healthy, he started eating one every single day, sometimes 2. He swapped mayo for avocado, added it to smoothies, and even topped his soups with it. He felt fine, until a routine checkup revealed his potassium levels were dangerously elevated. His doctor immediately told him to stop. This is a quiet but serious issue. Avocados are packed with potassium, over 975 milligrams in one medium fruit. That's about 30% of your daily requirement in just one food. For most people, this is great. But for seniors, especially those with reduced kidney function, high blood pressure, or diabetes, too much potassium can build up fast. Why does this matter? Potassium helps your heart beat steadily, but in excess, it disrupts the electrical signals in your heart. The result? Palpitations, fatigue, muscle weakness, tingling, and in severe cases, heart arrhythmia or cardiac arrest. And potassium buildup often has no early symptoms. So many seniors walk around with dangerously high levels without even knowing. A major study in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases tracked over 1,000 seniors and found that 19% of those eating high potassium diets experienced hyperkalemia symptoms within 6 months, especially those already on blood pressure or diabetes meds. And here's the hidden danger. Most seniors are already taking medications that raise potassium. Drugs like ACE inhibitors, angiotensin receptor blockers, beta blockers, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, and even some diabetes medications can interfere with the potassium balance. Now add a whole avocado on top, and you're in the red zone without warning. So what's the solution? Moderation, no more than half an avocado per day if you're over 65 and on medication, unless your doctor has checked your kidney function and cleared you. And if you're adding other potassium-rich foods like bananas, spinach, or potatoes the same day, then keep avocado even lower. Want to be safe? Ask your doctor for a simple serum potassium blood test. It takes 5 minutes and could save your life. And always hydrate well. Water helps your kidneys flush out excess minerals more efficiently. But even if you've gotten your portions right, there's one more mistake, and it's by far the most dangerous of all. 1. Eating avocados while taking blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin. Meet Linda, 76. She was prescribed warfarin after a minor stroke. Her doctor told her to be careful with leafy greens because of the vitamin K. So she did. But she didn't realize avocados contain vitamin K too. She ate them regularly, thinking they were heart healthy. Then one week she developed chest tightness. Her heart rate spiked. Her blood work revealed that her INR levels had dropped dramatically, putting her at high risk for another stroke. Vitamin K is essential for blood clotting. But when you're on anticoagulant drugs like warfarin, you must keep your vitamin K levels consistent. A sudden jump, even from a healthy food like avocado, can interfere with the drug's ability to prevent blood clots. That's why doctors warn against sudden changes in K-rich foods like kale, spinach, and yes, avocado. Here's the problem. A single avocado contains about 25 to 30 micrograms of vitamin K, not a huge amount, but enough to alter INR levels in seniors with slower metabolism and thinner blood. A 2019 report in the Journal of Nutrition and Clinical Practice highlighted several case studies where patients on warfarin experienced INR drops of 1.5 points or more within 48 hours of increasing avocado intake. That's a massive risk when your heart and brain depend on stable blood flow. And the danger isn't just with warfarin. Even low-dose aspirin, commonly used for heart protection, can amplify the thinning effect. Combine that with avocado's vitamin K, and your blood becomes harder to stabilize. Symptoms might include nosebleeds, dizziness, bruising, or shortness of breath, but in many seniors, the first symptom is a stroke or transient ischemic attack. So how can you stay safe? If you're on a blood thinner, don't cut out avocado completely, but keep your intake consistent. Talk to your doctor about how much is safe for you. Never go from 0 to 1 whole avocado overnight. And always monitor your INR